Hey, what is up, guys? We are All Elbows MMA. I'm Aaron.
I'm Rowan.
This week we have a fight night after back-to-back pay-per-views. We are going back to fight nights, and it is Bautista versus Vinicius Oliveira.
Yeah.
I'll let you take the first fight.
Priscila Cachoeira versus Klaudia Syguła. Klaudia Syguła, she's just impressive enough.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's going to eke out a decision against Priscila Cachoeira. Cachoeira, she likes to strike, and she puts herself into these bad positions with a low fight IQ. I think it's just going to be easy pickings. These fighters are probably going to be acting a lot different, since now they know they're going to get extra money for these finishes. We can't see these older performances the same way. I'm sure these fighters are going to be more reckless from now on. Whether that's for good or for worse for their career, for better or for worse, they're going to have to change their fight styles.
Yeah.
It's not going to be looking like the same decisions. I'm sure even the ladies are going to be getting more finishes.
Interesting. Solid prediction. Gafurov, I do not rate him very highly. However, I don't know if I can pick Jakub, who was an MMA YouTuber in Poland before making his UFC debut versus Patchy Mix. It was a controversial decision. I thought that Patchy Mix won. However, one thing that is very clear is Patchy Mix is really fucking bad. Patchy Mix is not a good MMA fighter. I do think that Gafurov is going to have higher level grappling than Patchy Mix did/will. Basically, I'm betting on Patchy Mix being shit. I don't think Jakub really belongs. I'd love to see him prove me wrong, though, because that'd be quite a story of MMA YouTuber becoming like a solid UFC fighter. But I'm going to take Gafurov by decision. He's just going to take him down, get some controlled time. Maybe, land a few punches on the ground, but nothing too exciting. Give me Gafurov by decision.
Hey, I'm pretty sure Wikłacz became a YouTuber after being an MMA fighter. Just like another great fighter I know, Alexander the Great Volkanovski. So take that into account. I'm actually going to pick Wikłacz by decision.
Okay. I like it.
You got another split, probably.
I like it. I'll let you two take this fight.
Cong Wang versus Eduarda Moura. Silence in the crowd. But I promise you, this will be exciting. Cong Wang is a great kickboxer, as we all know.
Mm-hmm.
She hasn't been getting finishes, but now, off of 2 wins by decision, coming back from that first loss of hers, I think she's going to have the confidence now to really put it on to Moura.
Yeah.
Even though they're the same height, I see Cong Wang being able to keep Moura at distance with rangier strikes.
Mm-hmm.
Teeps and jabs. Keep her away. Yeah. Don't let her, no roundhouse kicks, let her grab the leg and drop you, none of that.
Mm-hmm.
Got to keep it straight. Just got to be evasive. And I bet Cong Wang will do that effectively enough where she'll get a knockout.
Ooh.
Cong Wang, knockout. Round 2.
Ooh. Solid prediction right there. Alrighty, guys. Next fight is Nurmagomedov and Javid Basharat. Both of these guys are coming off back-to-back losses, and honestly, I definitely don't rate Said too highly. I think this fight is definitely going to go to decision. That's the one thing I do think. I don't think either one of these guys are going to be able to submit each other. And I don't think either one of these guys are going to one-punch KO the other or land some crazy combination or gas the other guy out. This fight's going to decision. I think I'm going to pick Said because of his last name. But it's going to be a close fight. Rowan, who do you have for this fight?
Oh, man. I think it's going to be close, like you said, but I'm going to have to take Javid. I think he's going to be able to outpoint Said. He's a good enough grappler. When he's not getting finished, then he's winning. Yeah. Always. Even in the fights where he did get finished. Those last 2 were Tough performances for him. But I don't think Saeed has the killer instinct to finish Javid brutally. I think Javid's going to outpoint him over 3 leg kicks, jabs, crisp, clinch game. Outpoint him.
Fight to go the distance, guys, might be a good bet. Probably pretty chalky, though. I'm assuming the bookies already know that.
I'm sure it is.
I'll let you take.
I'll take this one, yeah. Bruna, Brazil versus Ketlen, Souza. I also think this is going to be a scrappy fight.
Okay.
I can see why Bruna, Brazil is the favorite. Don't get me wrong. She's proven herself to be able to get more wins over solid competition. Ketlen Souza has the attributes, but she has not had the fight IQ to keep herself in these good positions in these fights. Bruna, Brazil definitely has a path to victory by just maintaining her distance and going for takedowns. Maybe some cage control type grindy performance. Try not to take damage if you're Bruna, Brazil. I think the route that this fight's going to go, Ketlen Souza is going to start landing. And yeah, she'll probably get taken down, controlled the first round. But she's going to land, and Bruna's going to start looking rough. She's going to get beat up. And I don't think it's going to be a late TKO, but I think the damage is going to add up. Even when Ketlen is losing due to getting held up against the cage. Probably going to be a decision for Ketlen, just purely off of damage. I don't think Bruna is going to be able to inflict enough to stop Ketlen from coming forward.
I see. Solid breakdown.
I think that's going to be a good fight.
Yeah. Next fight. Nikolay Veretennikov. Is that how you say it? Nikolay Veretennikov versus Niko Price. Guys, when you look at these guys' last 5 wins, or the last 5 fights, there are only 3 wins collectively across for both of them. Not the highest level fighters here. We are at the bottom of the barrel. And because of that, I'm going to take Niko Price. Yes, he's not a good MMA fighter. He's taken a ton of damage. But he is a crafty veteran that has just pulled out a few wins out of his ass. And honestly, I just have a feeling that this might be one of them. I don't rate Veretennikov very highly. He's also 36 years old. He's the same age as Price. Yes, he may not have taken as much damage in the UFC as Price has, but I think that Price is more crafty and just has more experience overall as a veteran, where that's what's going to win him this fight. Veretennikov is going to make a stupid mistake, and Niko Price is going to make him pay, and I think he'll win by decision.
Yeah, and even though Niko Price's record looks worse, it's 16-9 against pretty much all UFC competition. This is a much closer fight. This was going to be Nikolay Veretennikov versus a young prospect. I think it's Enrique Souza was his name.
Yeah.
That was going to be, I think, less competitive for Nikolay Veretennikov, but I think this is a good fight for both these guys, and I like your pick. I think Niko Price is swooping in here for a reason. He probably sees something in Veretennikov, which we all see. He's got holes. He has not been able to impose his will in the UFC. To put it plainly, he's struggled. I think Niko Price, though he's also clearly struggling, he's going to be able to pull out a win. Probably just a decision, though.
Yeah, I agree. I agree on the decision.
There will probably be some close moments. But.
Guys, Alex Morono versus Daniil Donchenko. I think this one's pretty obvious, guys. Daniil is minus 590 currently. I'm sure that'll probably be like minus 800 or something by fight night. Give me Daniil Donchenko. I took by knockout, and I took round 2. Alex Morono has no gas tank. I think Daniil can easily get it in round 1. But if Daniil, fights smart, he's gonna go to the body, piece him up. By the beginning of round 2, Morono will be, not be able to throw any punches. Anyways, give me Daniil Donchenko, round 2 TKO. Boom.
I'll go round 2 sub. And honestly,
Ooh.
you're right about Alex Morono. I think he might need some sort of surgery or something. There might be some sort of issue he's got to get corrected.
Dude, it's so bad.
The cardio. He used to have pretty good cardio. Moving on. Dustin Jacoby versus Julius Walker. I want to like Julius Walker. He came in and he lost by split decision against Alonzo Menifeld. That was a close fight. Alonzo pulled it out. Veteran savvy. Good performance. Good fight. But then Julius Walker came back and fought Rafael Syguła and beat him by a decision. And Rafael Syguła's other 3 fights, or I think 4 fights in the UFC, all losses in the UFC, were all by finishes. Except this guy's. He couldn't get the finish. He had to drag him into deep waters and go to a decision. That, even though it's a win, his most recent win, to me, is less impressive than his split loss in his UFC debut.
Menifield's currently ranked 15th, so
yeah,
that's not that bad of a loss for your debut.
It's not. I think that was a better fight. I think if you're going to take out Jacoby, you need to have killer instinct, or else he'll have too much confidence and he'll start piecing you up, and he'll find a knockout shot because he'll be right in range because he doesn't respect your power. If you have power, you can knock out Jacoby, or you can back him up and take him down. I don't see him doing it. I see Jacoby being able to get a TKO.
Ooh.
Round 2.
Solid pick. Beautiful.
Yep.
Same exact pick. You summed it up perfectly. I don't think Julius Walker's that guy. But in Jacoby's next fight, he might get some serious competition and get seriously slept. But yeah, Dustin Jacoby, round 2, TKO. I'll let you also touch on this fight.
Jean Matsumoto versus Farid Basharat. I love this matchup. Both these guys are perfect foils for each other. Jean Matsumoto has a lot for him. He's younger, not by much, but he is the younger man, which usually gives you a bonus to some degree. And he also has more fights, more experience. He has fought higher ranked contenders like Rob Font. Jean Matsumoto is in the perfect position in the rankings. It seems like he's really earned this spot. Farid is trying to leapfrog him.
Yeah.
This is tough. I think Farid obviously is the smarter fighter. He's going to be able to outpoint Matsumoto all day, but Matsumoto does have more finishing capability, even though both of them go to decisions a lot in the UFC. And I guess for that reason, I'll have to go Farid Basharat. He's the smarter point fighter in the UFC. He can outlast.
Yeah, I have the same exact pick, Basharat by decision, and I want to say I did actually take Jacoby by round 3 TKO, not round 2, so I just want to make that correction. Ooh, this next fight, Oliveira versus Marc-Andre Barriault. Oliveira is actually figuring it out. We see a lot of guys that have, how do I say it, some bumps in the UFC, and some of them figure it out, some of them don't figure it out. I think Oliveira is figuring it out, and I think the UFC, I don't want to say is giving him favorable matchmaking, but GM3 was a grappler, but he was also, probably the most favorable grappler you probably could have given him. The point is, I think that Oliveira is on the way up. I think the UFC kind of likes that he's a striker. They're hoping that, they can test his grappling in a little bit. In the meanwhile, I think Marc-Andre Barriault will want to strike. And because of that, give me Oliveira by round 2 TKO. He is good striking. I think he puts out a lot of middleweights, especially now that he's kind of, I don't want to say this established better grappling defense, but it looks better is what I'll say. So give me Oliveira round 2 TKO.
I'll take the round 1 TKO. I think he's going to be able to get it done even faster.
Yeah.
And I do think you're right. I think they're trying to shuffle out these older contenders. Pump some new blood in the division. There's a lot of older fighters on the way out in these higher weight classes.
Yeah.
Next up, Jailton Almeida versus Rizvan Kuniev. Jailton Almeida and Curtis Blades are both wrestlers, yes, but they wrestle in very different ways. Curtis Blades is sort of like a slow, make sure that I get this takedown when I go for it kind of wrestler. Jailton's like a, fuck you, I'm lifting you up in the air, and we're going to figure out how this goes from there. When he's excited. Sometimes he's smudged, sometimes he sit there, do nothing. But Jailton rushes into these positions. Like, he wants to get on top as fast as possible just so he can do nothing. I think he's going to be able to put Kuniev in these positions on his back. Like, Kuniev on his back, he's not getting back up. He's a big blobby guy. He's staying there. He's going to, wiggle a little bit, try to shrimp. But, Almeida's going to just smudge there. Unless the ref helps him out and stands them both back up, I think Almeida's just going to be able to do that for 3 rounds, really. Obviously, there is the ability for Rizvan to get some sort of, ground and pound, Almeida's been finished before.
By Curtis Blades.
I think Curtis Blades is a great fighter, but it's not like he's an amazing wrestler.
He's just the only wrestler.
Yeah, he's a good wrestler.
That's a solid pick. Almeida by decision is my pick. You summed it up perfectly. I don't want to talk about Jailton Almeida. I don't like Jailton Almeida. He puts on boring fights, and that's not what we're about here at All Elbows MMA. Not at all. Albazi versus Horiguchi. I'll let Rowan touch on this fight. He can break it down a little bit better than I can, but I have Horiguchi by decision. His last name makes me kind of chuckle each time. I don't rate Albazi too highly. If you go look at his last 5, he lost to Brandon Moreno. His biggest win is against Kai Kara France. And guys, I remember watching that fight. That was a total robbery.
It was.
That was a total robbery. So if you go look at who his last actual win was, it's not really that great of competition.
It's not.
Alessandro Costa. Guys, I think Horiguchi's on a good run, and I've liked what I've seen. Give me Horiguchi by decision.
Horiguchi's looking so fast. His age does not seem to be any sort of a problem. He is moving faster than any of these guys at flyweight, man. How is he going that much faster? Amir Albazi, he lost to Brandon Moreno. That was, I think, just a taste of what he's going to get with Kyoji Horiguchi. I think the real question is it going to be a decision or a finish?
Yeah.
That's
the question.
That's
Which
the real thing you should be betting.
I was thinking about taking submission, but I think Albazi is just good enough defense to not get subbed, but I'm tempted to sprinkle on a round 3 sub or something.
We've seen Albazi get real beat up in these fights. And I think with the speed that Kyoji's got, even if Albazi doesn't go out, I think he's going to be able to get knocked down enough, where the ref is going to step in.
Dang.
I think a round 3 TKO.
Ooh.
For Horiguchi.
Nice.
Looking like Holloway out there. That's my prediction.
Nice. The main event of the evening. It's in the Apex, right?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Imagine all these ads. They're going to be even worse in the Apex. You kidding me? There's not going to be walkouts or anything. Mario Bautista versus Vinicius Oliveira. This is an amazing fight. Oliveira, he came in with great KOs into the UFC. He even got one in the UFC. I think that was Bernardo Sopai, if I'm not mistaken. That was. Yeah. But he had 3 decisions after that. All against grapplers. And they were dominant. Dominant decisions. Very smart game plans going in there. He was able to keep them at distance, not allow them to enact their game plan. It was masterful work. But they were all 3-rounders. This is a 5-rounder. I think Bautista is enough of a dog. He can make this scrappy. He can make this messy. I understand why he's the favorite here. Because 5 rounds, the wrestler is always going to be favored. But I see Vinicius. I don't think he's going to go for the KO early. I think he's going to try to make this as terrible as possible for Mario over 5 rounds. It might be tough for him. Mario might have the better cardio. He probably will. But I would say Oliveira is able to put enough of an exclamation on the first few rounds that he's going to win a decision. Vinicius Oliveira by decision is my final pick. I think he's going to win probably 1 and 2, maybe 1, 2, 3. And he's going to be able to just keep the fight going for 4 and 5 while Bautista tries to rally. I think this is going to test Oliveira's cardio a lot.
For sure.
But I think he'll meet the challenge.
Yeah. Oliveira is my pick, but most certainly not by decision. I have him by KO round 3. I think he's kind of aware of the situation with Bautista having experience, 5-round experience. What Oliveira needs to do is he needs to hurt Bautista, and he needs to hurt Bautista early. Because having good cardio is one thing. It allows you to, throw as many strikes, be as active with your feet as you want. But when you're getting kicked to the body, when you're getting punched to the body, your body is automatically going to fatigue from that no matter how hard you train your cardio. I think Vinicius needs to come out. He needs to hurt Bautista. He doesn't need to necessarily knock him out. He needs to land some leg kicks, some body shots, some shots obviously to the face still.
Teeps. You can't be throwing side kicks at Mario Bautista. He will take you down with ease. Mario Bautista is a great fighter. He's coming off of just a decision against Umar. And even though I'm picking Vinicius here, I think Umar would probably beat Oliveira.
Yeah.
He's too good. And not just at the grappling, but the striking too.
Yeah, it's a solid point. But I do think Vinicius is going to hurt him. Picking Mario by decision is probably your safest bet for this fight. But I do think Vinicius will find a way to hurt him, and I do think he'll find a way to finish this fight. Vinicius is going to rip a hook or a knee to the body, and Mario's gas tank is just going to be hurting from that. Again, maybe I'm overrating Vinicius, but
body shot KO
I just really like what I've seen from Vinicius, guys. Yes, he went to decision against Said Nurmagomedov. If anyone watched that fight, he was fighting with broken ribs. You could tell from the minute the first round started. He was like leaning over. You're like, what's wrong with this guy? He came out, he almost finished Said with a broken ribs. It was like a spinning head kick. All I'm saying is that Mario's got to be perfect the entire 25 minutes. Yeah. And because of that, I like Vinicius. Yes, Mario might win more fight time than Vinicius is winning. But again, I just think Vinicius is going to find a way to get it done. I think he knows he doesn't want it to go 5 rounds, and there's going to be more pressure on him to get that finish.
Bro, somebody needs to give Oliveira like a wellness check or something. Like, why is he coming into these fights with all these broken ribs? Is it his training partners, his wife? Like,
oh Lord,
what, his dog? I don't know. His kids? What?
Who knows?
But hey, we're All Elbows MMA. Thank you for watching. It has been a pleasure. These are all our picks. We'll have them posted on the communities tab on YouTube.
Absolutely. And on our Instagram. Make sure to follow us on socials, guys.
Yeah, TikTok, Instagram. Who knows? Maybe Snapchat eventually.
No, definitely not.
We're not on there. But we'd love to see you wherever you can like and subscribe. And that's it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We are All Elbows. I'm Aaron.
I'm Rowan.
Peace out, guys.